Midland Police Department is working to identify a boy who was found alone in an alleyway on Sunday. MPD says no family members have come forward to claim him, and special circumstances are preventing officers from communicating with the child.
Right now, investigators say they don't have any leads on where he came from or where he was going. KCBD News Channel 11's Joshua Ramirez has the latest from Midland Police.
The first time that I can remember a situation like this.
4 days after he was picked up by Midland Police, more questions than answers are surrounding the search for a young boy's family.
We actually have no idea where he is from.
Investigators say the boy is nonverbal, which has become a key obstacle in finding his parents.
He can't tell us what he's feeling, where he's from, where he came from, who he was living with last week.
Initially, suspicions arose that the boy could be a child who went missing in Florida back in 2009.
We do not believe it's going to be the same child.
But DNA samples have been taken to determine for sure. The samples were sent to a lab in Dallas, but there's no telling when the results will come back.
Because they are currently snowed in and no one is in the office at this time, we cannot even request it to be expedited or get an estimated time of how long it will take.
Alonzo went on to say that charges could be filed once investigators track down the boy's family.
I believe that if we can figure out who he was in original care and we can file charges if they broke the law, yes ma'am, there will be charges following.
If you recognize the boy on your screen, call the Midland Police Department immediately. We will have a number for that at kcbd.com. Joshua Ramirez, KCBD News Channel 11.